Good morning, everybody. James here from the Dragon Blogger team with a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning stream. Now, we're going to do a couple things slightly different today. I have a camera set up that we're going to actually kind of showcase today. It's actually the first camera in the product or in that carousel that we're going to be talking about and kind of showcasing. It's actually positioned in a different place today to kind of show you guys kind of how it works and all of the other beautiful little pieces, which is kind of cool. Now, before we get there, we're going to let a few people roll on in, but hey, it is definitely Wednesday morning, so bear with me as I'm slightly a little bit slow this morning and definitely a little bit out of it. Allergies are still like just rampant right now. Crazy allergies. Hopefully, the black eye doesn't show too much either because I got a black eye yesterday. All right, so we're going to talk about some OBSBot cameras, and I really do love OBSBot. I've been having fun with OBSBot cameras for quite a bit. I do use a couple Insta360 cameras that I enjoy as well, but OBSBot makes a phenomenal camera. Now, with that being said, I have one of these cameras connected up wirelessly, and that's how this OBSBot tail layer works. It's a wireless camera. Now, this wireless camera, if I switch over to dual camera mode, you guys can see it is over by my TV. So it is way away. It's actually sitting behind me way back there. And if I adjust it and kind of move it around, you guys can actually see like the pictures on the wall. If you guys want to see the pictures on the wall, it's just us and my kid. And then we can go over to the trophy case, kind of. And you guys can see like the trophies and the little statues and stuff like that, which is amazing. Now, yeah, the colorway looks a little off. That's because you're looking at bright LED lights on that stand. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down and I'm going to bring it back and around. And I'm going to let you guys see me back there. And you guys can actually see the work center. And you guys see my hands moving around like flailing, all of that. Now, that's kind of cool the way that works, right? And that's how it kind of works normally. Now, here's the cool part. I'm going to be tracking. So now, with tracking activated, it didn't catch me yet. So I have to go back and activate tracking yet again, and hopefully it will catch me. Now, it'll catch me. And with the tracking, it's going to follow me around. Like, let's say I'm doing a conference or I'm chatting with people, I'm looking at a whiteboard, I'm talking, and I want to record it all. Well, the cool part is I can even kind of zoom on in if I really want to zoom on in with gesture controls. And that's the way it's going to work with gesture controls. So we zoomed out, and it's going to have to trigger my finger. It's kind of, because of my distance and where it's at, it's going to trigger my finger a little different. That's the way it's working. Now, yes, the lighting is a little off because I don't have lighting set over there. You guys can see all of the lighting I have back here. And I do have a lot of lighting. Like, I have the keystone lights on the walls. I have the big LEDs on the ceiling. I have more lights in the corner. I have lights everywhere, and that's what I kind of activate with this. Now, here's the cool part. If I do this, I can stop the tracking, so I don't have to have it tracking me. It's just now positioned in one place. Now, like I said, it's wireless, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually grab it and bring it over here. You guys are going to see a cable on it. It's just a charging cable. So we're going to bring this over and kind of show you guys the camera itself. So here is the camera. Of course, you guys are seeing my ugly mug up really close. Now you guys can see the color difference, right? If I come over here to webcam scene, you guys can see. So it's a wireless camera. Now, yes, it's got a cable on there. So the cable is just literally for charging. That's all I'm using this cable for. Now, with that being said, it's a phenomenal piece with a great battery life, and all I have to do to shut it off is just power it off. So once it's powered off, I don't have to use it anymore, right? So that's the way it's going to work with this. And it's a great piece. It's a phenomenal product. Now, it's one of their spendier cameras, but is it worth it? Yes, because it's wireless. I don't have to have it connected up. I can set it up and use it in just multiple places and pieces. If you have not used an OBSBot camera, I'm going to tell you guys, you should definitely try one of those. Now, a couple other cool things about that OBSBot camera, and we're going to talk about it. You guys can actually use it just battery. That way you can connect up another battery. You guys can use the SD card in it if you want to use the SD card slot. You guys can also do the connectability of adding like a power bank to it, and that's kind of cool as well. You guys can do time lapses. You guys can do multiple cameras. It's a phenomenal camera. Honestly, ObsBot camera is a beautiful camera. Now that is not their only camera though, because you guys can get like the Tiny SE. You guys can get the Tiny 2, and I have a couple Tiny 2s that I use in the house, which is kind of great. If I grab this cable over here and plug this cable in, you guys can actually see this one in action as well. But for a second, we're just going to talk about it. Pan, tilt, and zoom again, AI tracking, hand gesture controls, voice controls, built-in tripod mount. So if you guys want to screw onto a tripod, you guys can do that. Or you guys can use, of course, the monitor mount. Now, it's always hit or miss if I can get the monitor mount open, because I never. But you guys can get the monitor mount, set it on, of course, your monitor, and then have it sitting there and activated. Now, with it again, it's a phenomenally, really amazing little piece of product. And let's just go there. So if we pop over here, let's go back to the dual cameras, and you guys can see I have that one set up over here. And this is going to be a little bit different. So if I do presets, you guys are going to notice the presets. And it will just change where the presets are. And this is where it's kind of cool. You guys can see there again is the trophy stand and, of course, all of the other pieces. Now, they're not the world's biggest trophies, so don't make fun of them, but hey, they're trophies. And of course, you guys got zoom ability. If you guys want to zoom really in, we can go all the way into 4x zoom. And this is going to come up and kind of show you guys Buffalo Bill there. Of course, that's from Silence of the Lamb. And that's another cool little piece, but it's great camera usability. Now, the Tiny 2 is about $300. Now, normally like $330. It is definitely worth the price of these. These cameras are phenomenal. If you don't need a Tiny 2, get the Tiny SE. Now the Tiny 1080p SE is going to be about $109. You guys got different variations of these cameras, and they will do very well for you. ObsBot makes just some of the most fabulous and amazing plug and play capabilities. You guys can see I just shut it off. We're going to jump back over there. But really great pieces, really great products. I love those. You guys saw it says come back soon because I shut it down. And that's the cool part about it. You guys can shut the cameras off if you need to, turn them back on. They have all the usability. App control, plug and play. The Tiny Air, or the Tail Air, can actually be connected up to your phone and streamed from your phone as well. So you have those variations if you guys want to do that. So that's the best part about those cameras. Phenomenal cameras. Now, like I said, I also use what's called the Insta360 camera. That is another very amazing plug and play or with app controlled camera. So definitely check those out. Now we're going to talk about the MetaQuest 3, and then we're going to talk about the products for the MetaQuest 3. MetaQuest 3 is a VR headset, 512 gigabytes. It's about $500. Of course, I take my hat off. You guys can see my bright grayish white hair, and you guys can see me put the MetaQuest mask on. So this is the MetaQuest. This is the VR headset. It's a phenomenal headset, fully strapped and adjustable. So if I don't like how tight it is, I can adjust it, or I can loosen it. I actually like it a little bit loose right here. Now, back adjustments right here. So you slide it, it'll tighten your head. Move it the other way, it's going to loosen. Now, I don't recommend having it loose because you don't want it falling off. Now, you'll have, of course, the pass-through cameras on the front. The pass-through cameras are kind of cool. Fully adjustable headband. It's got elastic or Velcro on the top to help adjust that. The band can come off. So if you guys want to take these off, you guys can pop these off. Putting them back on is very easy. Built-in speakers on these, as of course. On this side, you guys are going to notice a little cover for this. It's just that. It's a cover. Let's go there. So pop it off, and you guys got the connectability. Connect it back on. It just snaps on. Opposite side. It's got the USB-C charging cable. It's got the power button. It's got another camera on the bottom. You're going to have, of course, your magnification or your autofocus or your focus adjustment. You're going to have your volume buttons, and you're going to have 3 prongs of charging connectability for, of course, the wireless or the the dock, charging dock. Now, 512 gigabytes, it's going to do 4K resolution. You have adjustable face mask. Now, here's where I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to actually pop these off. I'm going to need that off for the next thing anyways. Right here, you guys can remove this piece. You can adjust it, put silicone pads on it. You can get different variations if this is not to your liking. The lens is inside. You guys can see the lenses, right? The lenses are great. I do recommend wiping those lenses down. Of course, microfiber cloth, something very, very mint for eyeglasses. Do not use anything that's going to scuff, scratch, or scratch that. This is a great little headset that allow you to do VR workouts, allow you to do, of course, gameplay, allow you to video chat with your friends. It allows you to turn your living room into a 300-inch movie theater and everything else. You guys can watch Netflix and all those. It's a phenomenal product by itself. It's great. But sometimes you need to add a little bit of extra, and that's what we're going to talk about this next piece. This is the Startic lens protector kits. Now, Startic Games made these protector kits, and we're going to show you guys, I believe, the first one's going to be the lens protective kit with blue light blocking, and those are going to have to go onto these lenses, and we'll show you guys that. Of course, the kit, let me grab the kit, it's going to come in a box like this, right? So you're going to get this, it's going to come in a box. You're going to get multi-pieces. Now, when you pop it open, you're going to get that cleaning cloth I told you guys to get to clean. This is meant for eyeglasses. You're going to get the instruction manual, and then, of course, you're going to get the two lenses sitting in here. Now, these lenses come with covers on this one. It's a 3-layer piece, so popping them out is not going to be the easiest, but if you get it out, we'll kind of show you guys this. You're going to get the mount that's going to stick, of course, to the actual MetaQuest. You're then going to get the protective lens, which you're just going to have to peel the plastic off. And then it's going to come over here, and you guys are going to actually turn this to set onto the actual device itself. Let me kind of show you this. So you guys will set it like that, and that's the way it's going to work. Now, don't pop it in there if you're not ready yet, right? And then you're going to get the cover, and the cover's all magnetic, so all these pieces are magnetic. The downfall to this is I'm going to have to pull the complete strap out of this headset. I don't like doing this. Just going to say it because then I have to refeed it all the time. With that being said, we are going to pop off the actual face mask, right? Now the face mask is off. Here's where you're going to get into, of course, connecting it up. Right here, your eyes. Now, I recommend at this point taking this cleaning cloth, cleaning your lenses, cleaning all of the air pieces off of this. Now, make sure it's nice and clean. You don't want no fingerprints. You don't want no scuffs. You don't want nothing on this. You're then going to take, of course, the first piece, and this is going to be your first eye lens. Now, you're going to have to figure out which side this goes to. Recommendably, it's going to probably go to the opposite side over here, just like this. Now, with that, it's going to, of course, snap into place with it on hand. Now, if it doesn't snap, you might be on the wrong side. And that's where you guys are going to have to come over here and then probably just figure out which side you're doing. Now, with that, of course, you guys will have to figure out. There we go. So that's going to be this side right here. So we now have, of course, the first layer set on there. You're then going to grab, of course, this beautiful lens. And the lens, of course, guys, multi-layer cleanse, multi-layer pieces. You're going to have to figure out which one goes where. And then you're going to set this in here. You're going to grab this piece right here, and it's going to magnetically stick. Now, depending on the side, magnetically just stuck on. You guys see that? Now, if you want to, you guys also have the protective case. The protective cover is going to work well for you guys. Just figure out which side the protective cover needs to go on. Now, what I'm going to tell you is, protective cover, the lens has to come on. All right, let's do this. So, I think I got it on backwards. There we go. So, then that cover goes on, and then, of course, you have the cover just over that, which is a little bit weird, but that makes it an eyeglass holder as well, so your eyeglasses aren't touching it. I kind of wished that the protective cover just literally protective set onto, of course, this by itself. It doesn't. It's just the way it works. Now you're going to do the same thing with the opposite side, of course, to add these extra lenses. Now, when you do that, you're going to be fitting in here just like we were just doing, trying to figure out, hey, which side does it sit and how does it sit properly, and then you're going to snap it in place. Of course, you're going to have to figure out, hey, did I put it in the right direction? And that's where I was trying to figure out here, because I'm doing this live. So doing this live is not always the easiest. There we go. It is now on there. And then we're going to grab, of course, this kit right here. We're going to peel the plastic, right? So we're going to peel the plastic off of the back siding. We're then going to, of course, bring it over here. It's going to magnetically stick. We're then going to peel off the coating off of that. Now, what you guys probably just saw there was this one almost magnetically stuck to it. So that was the cool part about this one. It almost magnetically stuck. It's kind of, but it doesn't. So there you guys go. You guys got now blue light blocking, anti-fog, and anti-scratch pieces. Now, what that means is, let me grab this. For the eyeglass users, all right? Maybe you guys have, maybe you guys use eyeglasses, right? Yeah, you guys have never seen that. I know. Pop the lens out, right? Pop the lenses out. We're now in here. We're not going to scratch our glasses. But if we don't want that in there, we want the blue light blocking in here. That's right. Just put this back in. We got, of course, the pieces. So that's the cool part. It's a great little option for those of you that want to have some lens protectors and everything like that. Blue light blocking, anti-scratch rings, which is amazing. This is going to give you guys a better experience with this. And of course, block those lights that may get a little eye strain. So cool little piece right there. Great little option from, of course, StarTech Games. Now, unfortunately, what I'm going to have to do is peel these back off. There's a reason for that. So when I peel these off, I'm not going to worry about it because they're connected. So I don't have to worry about it. They're just going to pop those off, put them back in the hole, and we're going to set it aside. And there's a reason for this, that I'm actually peeling these. But I'm going to put this whole package back together. We're going to put that back on here. We're going to grab that cloth. We're going to close this back, or this box, because I have another variation for you guys, and this is going to come with like the anti-fog kit. So the anti-fog kit's going to be kind of cool as well. Now that, of course, is about $25 for that. Not a bad price. For those of you that want anti-fog kit and, of course, kind of a protective case, this is going to be that for them as well from StarTech Games. So this is going to be another kit for the MetaQuest 3, blue light blocking with anti-fog wipe and lens protection kit. So this is where this one's going to work. So when we pop this open, you're going to get the cleaning cloth and, of course, the manual. Now, the cleaning cloth is just, it's a cleaning cloth, guys. Once you pop it open, the manual, of course, is going to show you guys everything you need. It's only a 2-piece kit with this one, so you don't have the protective cover. Don't need the protective cover. Let's go there. With this variation, guys, remember, you got to pop this out. You're going to have to peel the bottom plastic, which I agree. Peel the bottom plastic first. Don't worry about it. Then, of course, come over here, set this piece back in. Of course, it's housing. You don't need that bottom protective cover on. Now, we're going to grab, of course, the MetaQuest. We're going to bring it over here, and we're going to, of course, snap it on. Again, when we snap it on, we got to figure out, hey, which direction does it go to snap it on? And that's where the cover is. And then, of course, we can take the cover off because we're now snapped in place. It's that easy to do this. Now, again, pop this off, peel the plastic, put this back in the housing, grab the MetaQuest 3, and of course, you're going to line it up. right? You're going to line it up. You're going to pop it into its housing. Now, with that, it's now connected. You take that off. We now have, of course, glasses with, of course, the anti-wipes. Now, this is blue light blocking. Again, blue light. And it's going to do well for you guys. So if you guys need protective lenses for these, they have it. Now, you're going to reverse your actual fitment with, of course, the covers, right? So pop the covers off, do this. You got your face mask back on there. Now, because the face mask is back on, we now have to feed the strap back on, right? So feeding the strap back on, it's one of those tricky things because you're literally feeding the Velcro strap through, of course, the fitment of this. And you have to fight it sometimes, and I don't personally always like fighting it. I'm just going to go there. So I'm going to pop that off. We're going to come over here, and I'm going to kind of pop the Velcro in first. And then I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to be like, hey. I dropped part of the strap, so bear with me, guys. So back like that. Another piece I dropped. Put this back in its housing. And then we're going to grab the straps. Of course, the straps, you guys got to make sure that they are adjusted properly. You're literally just going to feed this over here like this. It's going to pop on. You're going to grab the other side. And you now have a full VR headset back up, ready to go for your head and however you want. So that's the way it's going to work. Simplified little product, great little pieces if you guys need from Startic Games. Now, with that, we're going to move on to, of course, a product I literally just did, I believe, yesterday. This is going to be from JSOX. This is going to be their beautiful charging kit. This is going to work great for, like, your... I'm going to say kind of like, you know, if you guys need to, for your Nintendo Switches, your Stream Decks, and everything else in between. 5-watt low power brick can actually charge more than just your Switches or your, of course, Steam Decks. This is going to allow you to charge your Dell XPSs, your phones, your pads, your tablets. It's also going to allow you to do your Pro controllers. From your Xbox Elite to, of course, your PS5s to even your standard Pro controller for your Nintendo Switch. Guys, it's a great little piece, portable little options, charging at 65 watts, and of course has that 6.5-foot cable. You can't go wrong with that for traveling or at home usage. JSOX has definitely got you covered, guys, with this little setup. So that's the little cable, and that was just a short little gist of it. You guys can use it for so much more than what we were just talking about. You guys can use it for the Switch. You guys can use it, of course, other just variations of devices from your phones, tablets, and everything else in between. Now, the cool part is it's a 65-watt charger. Now, 65 watts is decently well done for, of course, products of the magnitude that you're going to need for this. On a trip, now, here's another little video of this. Now, that is, of course, the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck's an amazing little product that I actually enjoy to stream from. Now, with that, you guys are going to get, of course, the power brick. That's going to give you guys 65 watts of charging. It's going to allow you to connect up to 3 different ways. First, American Standard plugs, which is great. You can also use the UK plug or the EU plug. So if you guys are traveling, that means you guys now have the prongs to use it in other countries, which is kind of cool. They wanted to make sure that you had a grip of those. Now, a lot of us are probably not going to be traveling in those areas that you're going to need it. So we're just going to be like, oh, whatever, you know, I don't really need it. It happens. Standard 2 prongs is where it's at. Single USB-C to USB-C, and it's a long cable that's going to allow for the 65 watts of transfer data through that cable. To braided cable, it's a 6.5-foot cable, and that 6.5-foot cable is perfectly set. This will connect up to your Switches without a problem. It will connect up to your Steam Deck without an issue. It's going to allow you to connect up to multiple devices and plug in. Now, I'm grabbing it off the Jackery power station, of course, the 300 plus. We're going to plug it on in. We're going to then connect it up to the Steam Deck. You're going to notice that the Steam Deck is only going to pull about 7 watts, and that's because it's almost pretty much fully charged. I literally charged it the other day because I'm going on vacation soon, and I was like, man, I might take it with me. And then I'm like, oh, well, I have to have my laptop, so why am I taking the Steam Deck? Hey, you know what happened? So I'm just going to download a few games onto the Steam Deck, and then I don't have to have a laptop. But once you're up and running, you guys have a great little charging system that will work well. For $26, you have an amazing little power brick that's going to do very, very well. If you don't need a power brick and you need a laptop charger, well, we got Rory. Your laptop's dying. What do you guys grab? Well, I'm going to grab the Rory 65-watt charger. Now, this is a USB-C device. It's got 25,000 milliamps. It's going to allow me to charge this approximately 50% in about 30 minutes or so. Cool part about this is I don't have to have a cable. I literally just pull out the USB-C cable that's on here, and we grab that laptop, and of course we plug it into the USB-C port on the side. Once we do that, we're up, we're charging, and we're going without a problem. Once we're in there, we guys can see that we have the red light on, and we're up and charging. Cool little piece, great little option, and portable, guys. This is going to work well for those people who are traveling. Now with this, you guys get 25,000 milliamps, 65-watt charging capability. Has a built-in USB-C cable that can be used to actually charge devices or charge itself, which is great. In or out power. The screen will actually show you guys in or out power with this device. It has a display. It's going to show you guys the runtime that's left of the battery of whatever device it's connected to or the charge time. It also has another USB-C port and USB-A port that can connect up to multiple devices. Rory did really, really well with this. Now, yes, I have the white variation. There's a couple other colors, so if the white is not the one you want, hey, I get it. I get it. White kind of leaves fingerprints and all those other little things, and that's just the way it works. But it's a cool little product as well. I actually going to be taking that with me on my vacation. So I was debating taking a Jackery power station or a couple power banks. Size variations. I mean, I could take a Jackery with no problem. I mean, I could definitely take, let's say, the Jackery power brick with me and do that as well. So kind of cool.
Showcasing the
now we got Justin up next. He's going to be over here with the JSOX car cup mount. Now this is a cup holder mount for your cell phone. You're going to notice that the mount is going to be set right into your cup holder. And then it's going to have this stick and adjustability. Now this would work great for your cell phones. Now I could see this coming into handy and turning it into an Insta360 camera mount for my car shows, which would be really, really kind of cool. Now, with that, you push it down there, you'll twist it, and of course, the little legs are going to twist out. Now, it's like having a shifter right next to your car. Now, you can see his cup holder is not the strongest in that Mercedes for some reason. I don't know what it is. But it will fit in there. You guys can now adjust it, angle it towards the passenger, the driver, however you want. You can set it wherever you need. You guys could put a very, very large phone in there. Of course, he's showing you guys the iPhones. I believe that's going to be the iPhone 16, possibly. Could be a different one. He could be running with the iPhone. I don't know. But right there, as you see, it's connected up, running, using, set it up however you want. Adjust it. Angleability. It should be nice and strong, that it should stay in place for you guys. And all of those other great little pieces, of course, as well. Look at that. Just look at it. The funky case he's got there on there. That is not an iPhone. I seen a stylus on the bottom. Not sure what phone he was using, but hey, if you guys need JSOX. Up next is going to be another video, I believe, from Justin. This is going to be the DeWalt earbuds, I believe these are. Bluetooth earbuds. I do not know this product, so I'm just going to let the video play for this one.
So I've been out here using these DeWalt headphones, but they also kind of like speakers. You have the option to either use the earbuds in your ear, which are connected,
Good morning.
or you could press the button right here and it switches them to use speaker mode. So it just basically has like speakers around your shoulders. It has EQ settings built in between movie mode, podcast mode, and honestly, the podcast mode is great for when I was listening to audiobooks. And they sound really good, but most importantly, I really appreciate the touches, like having the big, thick rubber buttons that you could easily press while outdoors. These are ideal if you basically either want to use your earbuds, or then if you're on a work site or you're working and you don't want to use your earbuds, you can still have your music right out under your ears. They don't get super, super loud. I would say the volume doesn't like disrupt your neighbors or anything like a giant Bluetooth speaker, but they're certainly loud enough to hear. You've got your super bass mode, your music mode, your movie mode on the EQ settings, plus the podcast mode, like I was saying, which is good for audiobooks. They sound really good. You have your click pause, resume, answer calls. You have your volume increase, your volume decrease. And again, like I said, it takes about a second to switch when you press to switch between the different modes, whether you're switching between the speaker mode or the earbud mode. It takes about 1 second after you press it to switch modes, so it'll interrupt your music for about 1 second. Or if you change the EQ settings, it switches modes. It takes about 1 second between. But if you're looking for outdoor rugged headphones, earbuds, and that also built-in speakers for various purposes, whether or not you want to listen to something in your ears, comes with a ton of earbud tips. These are definitely a great option.
So that is a neckband earbuds, guys, from DeWalt, which is, of course, something that we normally don't do. But hey, we're showing you guys that one. So, good morning. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. Now, we're going to show you guys, I believe there's actually a limited deal for these Shocks bone conductions. Going to attempt to grab a link for these. I don't think I did this product, so yeah, I definitely didn't do this one. Let's grab a video link. I like showing products are better than videos, but hey.
The Shocks Open Run Pro. So these Shocks Open Run Pro, I use these all the time, and you can even ask Miss Dragon Blogger. I was wearing these last night when I was assembling some yard patio projects. You listen to music and you can hear what's going on around you, but I actually had these so loud last night. I really cranked that I could hear that she was making noise trying to talk to me.
Now, what he's showing you guys is the Open Run Pros. Now, these are actually a really good open ear conduction style. Now, he's talking about it while he's actually wearing them on his ears. And the cool part about these are actually phenomenal bone conductions. They're going to do well sound, and they do a really great sound quality for what they are, and that's the best part. But what they're going to allow it to do is actually still allow you to hear and function with your surroundings at the same time as listening to let's say, an audiobook or listening to some music or just, of course, chatting with other people. That's the cool part about Shocks. And if you guys are like to work out and stuff, you guys can go jogging and hear cars coming from behind, or hear people talking to you, or you guys vice versa, traveling. You guys can hear, of course, your plane departure numbers and everything else with that. Shocks does it really, really well. Now, normally this is like $180. I think it's like $124. It's like a limited time deal for that one, but a great option. If you're not into the full band style of bone conduction headphones, Shocks also offers the Open Fit. Now, these are going to be the Open Fit Airs. These are going to be earbud style.
Shocks Open Fit Air, and comparing the Open Fit Air versus the original Open Fit, and what you need to know about the difference between the two. First of all, if you look at the case, you can see the Open Fit Air is slightly thinner profile, not quite as high in the case. They're actually slightly lighter to wear on the ear. This is the Open Fit. This is the Open Fit Air. They're a little bit lighter on the ear, and they're a little bit lighter on the ear because they have these kind of hollowed out ear hooks on the back, so that when you put them on the ear, it's a little lighter, whereas the Open Fit has a bit heavier of a back on the back of the ear. The sound is very comparable. You get only 1 hour of less battery life on the Open Fit Air than the Open Fit. The Open Fits have a little bit longer, 7 hours between having to charge in the case per earbud versus the 6 hours on the Open Fit Air. They both sound good, although I found that the Open Fit itself sits on the ear a little better with its hook, to where you can see the speakers kind of like at the bottom. And with the Open Fit Air, if I hold it down like this and I actually press on it, it sounds so much louder. But when I leave it at its natural like ear hook, you see how it lifts slightly off the ear? That causes it to be a little bit diminished sound. For some reason, just me, possibly something with my earlobes, the Open Fit Air isn't as adjustable, and it doesn't hold it against close enough to my ear. This is loud. Almost no sound leakage at all. Surprisingly low sound leakage. So the Open Fit Air, I found, had less sound leakage.
Now, again, they're going to give you great sound quality while allowing you to hear everything around you, and you guys can use the single or dual. It's going to have backup power and, of course, the carrying case. and everything else in between. Shocks does a phenomenal job with their products. I, of course, don't know why the carousel is not working, but it's not working right now, and that's to be expected. With that, guys, great little options for those of you that are looking for that. Now, maybe you're into 3D printing, and I love 3D printing. I love to see stuff that can be created with 3D printers. And of course, I have a buddy that makes some stuff. This, of course, is a cool little 3D print tool. This is a 12-point star that can be used for, of course, my car audio. So 3D printing is an amazing idea. The color patterns and colorways out there, there's a lot of different variations. Let's just go there. So you have different colors and patterns that you guys can do with 3D printing. And just think about layered 3D prints too as well. You guys can do layers. Well, we're going to show you guys the Anycubic 3D Cobra S1. This was done by Justin's son, or Injustice.
Comes inside of this printer. Yes, inside of the printer when it ships. It's Oliver from Dragon Blogger, and it is amazingly packaged. This is the Anycubic Cobra S1 combo with the Ace Pro. Now, I have a 3D printer right beside it. I have their Anycubic Cobra 3 Max. I really do love my printer. I am really excited to show you guys this. I just unboxed it, and I'm going to be plugging it in later and testing it out. I'm super excited. It's really compact, and it was super easy to assemble and take out. It's almost completely ready already for me to use. All I have to do is plug it in, do some stuff, and probably software. Honestly, amazing printer. I love the way it shipped. Super good packaging, and it absolutely looked like it had no chance of anything being damaged on shipment. I'm really impressed with this, and I'll show you guys the finished product.
So it's a great little option if you guys are into printing. That is a phenomenal one. It actually has a rack that can go on top of it and hold multiple colors of print or filament, PLA from and all those other variations, which is really kind of cool. Now, the depth of the print means it can actually do a higher print than normal, but it's not going to do the world's largest print. It is still a smaller printer. It's not the world's biggest printer that is out there. There are bigger ones out there, but for the price point of this, the Cobra S1 is actually a really, really great option for $600. Let's just go there. Now, if you're like me, you guys will see that I have smart air purifiers back here for cleaning my air in my home. It's about 15 particulates right now, and of course, I think it's a little bit more than that because my allergies say so. We're going to show you guys a product from, I believe, if I can get it, maybe not. Bear with me, everybody. We might not be able to show this. So, if I cannot get the... Let's see. I'm going to attempt to do something that I don't normally do. We're going to grab this. We're going to say, can we go down here and find it? For some reason, I feel like my video is gone for some reason. Of that. Huh. So, I don't see my video. Alright. Well, we were going to show you guys the Govee Smart Life Air Purifier, of course, for that. The Smart Air Purifier is a great one. It's going to allow you to do about over 1,000 square feet of home. It's going to have, of course, a 3-in-1 filtration system and app control. Really great little piece that's going to do well for you guys. If you need a smart air purifier to clean the air up in your home, Govee's got you covered. If that's not what you want, then how about a smart ice machine from Govee as well? This, of course, is a really another one of those great little products that I actually own. I could have got the Govee Smart Air Purifier up, but it's in the bedroom. So here's the smart ice machine. Now, this ice machine is going to make 26 pounds of ice every 24 hours. It's going to allow you to do small, medium, or large ice. It's going to make, of course, 9 ice cubes every 6 minutes, which is actually kind of cool. Inside the app, it's going to allow you to see how much ice is in the app. It's going to allow you to see how many pounds you have on hand. It's going to allow you to know how many ice cubes you have on hand as well. It's also going to send you push notifications when to clean it every 3 to 4 days. Yes, they recommend you guys clean the ice machine every few days, which is crazy to hear, but it's actually kind of smart. Algae does grow in these. There's stagnant water, sits, and stuff like that. The reason they make this one clean more is because you guys can put it in standby mode. Now, with that being said, phenomenally, really, really cool little ice machine that's going to do amazingly well. With this, of course, you guys have app control, LED lighting, and all of the other accessibilities. It's going to come with a magnetic ice scoop, which is a little bit different than some of the others I've used. A lot of them I use the suction cup to hold my scooper on there. Don't have to with this one. It's got, of course, the magnetic ice scoop. The only downfall to that is make sure your housing's clean because you're pulling that scoop in and out of your device all the time. You guys can see it's set right next to, of course, the T's and everything else in between that. Make sure there's a nice space between it, but phenomenal ice machine. Using it on the counter right up there, you guys might be able to see the housing right there, but we still have it still in use. Now, up next is going to be ESR MagSafe Suction Cup. And this is a product I did, and it's a weird product.
Are you tired of dropping your iPhone or other phones?
Now,
Well,
with this, you guys have, of course, the
actually
suction cup that's going to be stronger than the magnetic connection that it connects to. This is meant for, of course, your iPhones. With that being said, it's going to be a pop socket / suction cup. So you guys have a magnetic MagSafe style suction cup with N52 or N53 magnets that's going to, of course, stick to your phone. If you don't have a smartphone that has the mag stuff, of course, you guys get the magnetic ring. You guys can stick to a phone case or whatever you want. Multiple colors. I got the black variation. It's got, of course, a nice little magnetic connection with, of course, that little ring. And then when you come over here, you guys can pop the metal ring out and turn it into a stand or a pop socket or a ring holder. And it's going to do well for becoming a table stand for setting your phone down, which is cool. If you want to suction cup it to the side of your car, you want to suction cup it to, let's say, your toolbox, maybe your fridge, go ahead and do it. You guys see I sucked it to, of course, another phone. Probably shouldn't have did that because that suction cup was actually stronger than the magnet and almost peeled the face off of the other phone, which is crazy. And that's because I wasn't being gentle with it. I just pried it, peeled it. But kind of cool little piece for $11. It's definitely worth checking out if you need something like that. Now, you guys can also go, if you have the iPads, you guys can get the magnetic little screen protectors. And this is another little cool piece. This is for like drawing tablets and stuff like this. Let's grab a video for that. You're drawing. Now, right here, you guys are going to see, of course, the kit. The kit's going to be there. It's going to allow you to magnetically stick it to the front of your iPod, your iPad. And by that, you guys have a $15 product that's going to protect your screen. Now, it is literally a 12.9-inch paper-thin style screen protector, but it's going to allow you to protect your screen from the drawing pencils. That means no scuffs, no scratches. You know, sometimes those tips wear down. And that's the variation with this. You'll peel off the cover with this, and the cover does peel off. And, of course, you know, one side might not peel it properly. The other side might. And then you guys will have, of course, the screen protector. Cool with this. Now, you guys can see it's kind of like a hazed feel to it. That is going to be like just the protectant part to this, which is one of those things it has. Now, with it, simplified product, easily usable, accessible. Set it up, get it up, go and put it on your tablet, and you are going to be perfectly well. This is going to work with the 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd gens from 2022 all the way down to 2018 for the 12.9. So that's your variations with that one. If you don't need that, then maybe you need a new charging case for your AirPods. Now, ESR makes one of those as well.
In the ESR MagSafe case for your Apple AirPods. Now, you can see here's how it looks with the AirPod case inside here. It is magnetically sealed and locked, completely protects, has drop protection, has even the wrist strap so you can kind of have it hanging around your wrist, which is nice. You just simply press the unlocking and it magnetically unlocks and opens up. But while it's magnetically locked and sealed, you could pull on this quite a bit. It's not going to go anywhere. You're not going to have to worry about it falling apart. So simply open it up, take your AirPods out, you're good to go. Plus, it's MagSafe. Watch this with the magnetic wireless charger. There you go. Sticks to it, and you're good to go to wirelessly charge it. So if you're looking for an iPod case that keeps it protected, it opens and closes with just a snap magnetically, the ESR case is good to go. And you can see, as you see, just wirelessly charges too, right through the back with this button over here. And you can wirelessly charge your AirPods through the case as well.
So it's a great little option for those of you that may have broke your charging cases or lost your cases or just want a different case. This will work for your AirPods, guys, and you don't have to worry about it. Very, very amazing little piece at a decent price of $19. Now they also offer a water pouch for your iPhone, so you guys can actually swim with them and use them in the water, which is great. To have a pouch like this, it works really, really kind of easily.
Today we're taking a look at
very, very accessible. And of course, you know, you guys can kind of see the video if you want to. It's just a pouch. Let's go there. It is fully immersible pouch that's going to fit your iPhone 14s and 15 Pro Maxes. You're going to slide it in there, encapsulate it, then you're going to blow it up, and it's going to now float also in the water. Drop it, it'll work. What this is going to allow you to do is still use, of course, videography and photography inside the water, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, it's got a floatable pad on the back, which is even kind of cooler because you want it to be buoyant. You don't want it to sink and be like, oh, I've lost my phone in the water. Yeah, it's got a pouch. It's going to be watertight. But, hey, how do I dive down 20 feet to get it? See where I'm going. With this, you don't have to dive down 20 feet. It will float at the surface of the water. Now, it's got, of course, a protective case if you guys need it. It's just a simplified little product. It's going to work well for those of you that are boaters, like to swim a lot, you're into aquatic activities, which is kind of cool. For the people that need to, of course, mop or vacuum your homes, we also have the Eufy X10 Pro Omni RoboVac. This is going to, of course, be from Sheila.
The X10.
This is a cool little product that's going to, of course, self-dumping system that's going to allow you to clean the pads on the bottom as well. It's going to allow you to clean out the dirty water and put clean water in, but it's also going to self-dump the debris or dirt into, of course, the housing itself. It's got at least a 60-day debris bin. The bag does need to be switched out every time you do that, though, of course, with this. Now, you're going to get about over 100 minutes of runtime without a problem. 8,000 strong PA suction or Pascal scale suction, so it's going to pull up a lot of debris. Now, you guys can see that she's down there cleaning some of the leaves out that she was doing and pulling like the pieces off to show you guys the bin that has a collects hair, of course, the wheel. You guys will pull that off. You'll have to clean off the hair or carpet shreds every so often just to make sure it's, you know, back up to snuff and ready to go. This will allow you to go into the app. It's going to allow you to map out your house. It's going to allow you to, of course, do no-go zones. No-go zones means that you get set up where you do not want it to, of course, vacuum. Maybe you have a child's room that they're sleeping in, or maybe you have a room that the kids are playing in, and you don't want it to go into that area or bother them. That's a no-go zone. Now, by that, you guys can set that up inside the app. It'll also allow you to pick and choose which areas you want mopped and what areas you want vacuumed, so you guys can do that. It can determine if it's about to hit a carpet. It will raise the actual mopping head about 2-point-something meters. It's not a lot, so if you guys went through a really messy area or you're worried about dragging the wet stuff across your carpet, turn it off, mop, all right, or take the pads off. Right here, you guys can determine that, hey, it's, of course, on carpet, and it's going to lift up the pads and not worry about it. It's going to then, of course, go around the house. Now it's back to, of course, vacuuming and mopping at the same time. That's simplified. And the app is completely free. It's going to allow you to do fast charging, or fast cleaning, standard cleaning, deep cleaning, vacuum and mop, vacuum only, mop only, quiet, standard, max, of course, water levels. Pick and choose with this system and clean your house up. It's a great little idea to have a product like this, and it will do well for you guys. So, phenomenal product. Eufy makes some amazing, amazing products. Now, I'm going to talk about this. This is a great idea. For those of you that are throwing backyard parties right now, I mean, it's summer. Why not have a get-togethers? And get-togethers are our best time to have is during summer, let's be honest, right? Holidays ain't all about it. It's about the summer activities. Now, you may have everybody over for a nice meal. Why not have something that's going to keep, of course, food warm? This is a heating pad. This is called a food warming mat from Coldfill. Now, it comes in multiple colorways, so if you don't like the blue variation that's in the video, hey, there's other colors. Now, what you get is a rolled up mat with a carrying bag. You pull the carrying out. You're going to unwrap it out of the plastic because that's the way it comes, and it's got a Velcro. It's got a user manual. This is kind of like those of you that have heated tile floors. It's going to have, of course, a standoff that's going to sit up off the surface of the floor, and then it's going to got the wrapped coils go around the body of the actual housing. Then you roll it back up, Velcro it up, put it away. You don't have to, though, because you're going to set it out on a counter, just like this. You're then going to plug it in. And, of course, you're going to see the ice machine back there. This is Nikita's house. And then once you set it down there, you guys are going to pick and choose the temperature. And it's got multiple temperature levels. So you don't have to just leave it on the lowest one there is. You guys can set it at 104, 122, 140, 158, 176, 194, 212, and I think 230 is the max with that. So you have a wide range of temperatures with this. Because it's got a 15 millimeter, of course, lift, it's going to be good to allow for airflow underneath and not kind of, damage certain areas, which is great. Washproof, so you guys can wipe it down, wash it off, and clean it and protect it. 240-minute timer, so after 240 minutes or 4 hours, it's going to shut off. Now, just going to say it. The one thing I'm going to warn you about is if you touch the top, it's going to be warm everywhere, not just where you put the food. The whole pad is hot. So be cautious, be careful, don't hurt yourself. Now, up next is going to be the water drop osmosis counter system that Nikita did.
With Dragon Blogger here to show you the Water Drop K19. This is a countertop reverse osmosis water dispenser. Now, I've been a longtime fan of Water Drop and all of their products, and so I was super excited to get this. This is the included water filter that comes with it. You get one free one, so you get a freebie. That's a little nice. And the rest of the process is really easy to set up. There's no installation required. All you have to do is fill this little tank in the back with water, put it back on, and then basically the machine takes care of the rest for you. And that is one thing that I absolutely love about it. I mean, the ease of Water Drop products is fantastic. Some of their other filters are super easy to install, and this is among the easiness of their products. Now, this is the little interface that you're going to use. After the initial setup of the product, you're going to have to flush out that filter for use, but once you get it flushed, you're basically good to go. The water has different temperature settings, one for room temperature, 113, 185, and 203 degrees Fahrenheit. It also has volume settings where you can change it to 8, 12, 16, or 20 ounces, and a dispenser button. So this is dispensing room temperature water, which I am super excited to drink. Now, sadly, it doesn't feature any cold settings, but that's okay because the water that you get, is going to be pure and it tastes absolutely amazing. This is the perfect product in my mind. This is the button that you use to change the temperature. As I mentioned, you have from room temperature up to 203 degrees Celsius, and you can also change the volume settings. Now, if you want to lock the settings in place, there is a lock button up there at the top that you simply hold for a couple of seconds, and then you're good to go. Not only is this just a fantastic water filtration system, but it's got all sorts of interesting and awesome technology, such as the feed-type heating technology, the 4-stage deep filtration, and a smart design that makes it compact and easy to store, easy to fit on any countertop, basically, and you just always have great water to drink on hand, which, hydrate or dihydrate. So if you are looking...
So right there, guys, countertop osmosis. Why not check it out? Have fun. Use it if you need to, right? Great little options for those of you that need something of those styles. Now, up next is going to be the 4-piece Yita home seat or chairs. You guys are going to see this in action. Probably going to be Sheila, my guess.
Yita Home provides these wonderful chairs. They're sort of a retro look or beachy, and it's a 4-piece rattan wicker set. So it's so easy to put together. They come in a large box, and there
so
you just have
you
3
guys
screws.
actually putting it together, and this is the cool part. It's going to come in, of course, multiple pieces. You're going to have to put it together. Now, right here, you guys see that she's putting in, of course, the screws with the Allens. You're going to tighten it down, and then it's going to have 4 legs. That's what you're going to set it up. This can be used in-home, outdoor, guys. It's up to you with this. Now, I could actually use any dining chairs, of course, but hey, these are not the variations I was looking for. But with this, once you set it up, set it down, and you guys can do this, and you have it all together. Once you put it together, you're then going to throw, of course, and tighten the screws down. Once you tighten the screws down, you you put the padding down. Now, she still has the plastic on the padding, which is kind of weird. Take it off. All right? Come on, Sheila. Take the plastic off the pillows. But you guys have the backing pillow as well. You guys could throw a back pillow in there. It's up to you. It should be nice and strong and set up for you guys in the place of home in your need. If you guys need, of course, my starting screen popped up, and I apologize for that. Kind of cool. Great little options for those of you that need something of the style. If you don't need something of those stylings,
here.
you guys can start working out. Hey, why not? And you guys can use, of course, this really great little option. And let's see if I can get this to work correctly. Let's do this, of course. Now, right here, we're going to show you guys is the Flybird weight bench. Now, you guys are going to see me jump on this. This is a foldable weight bench that can be put down, put away, and folded up. It can hold 1,000 pounds weight, which is great. It has a nice thick padding, but it allows you guys to work out in areas that you normally don't have space to work out in. And that's the cool part about this. So, great little option right here. Foldable, placeable, you guys can set it up. Now, it does cost you about 120 bucks though for this, but it's a great little option for those of you that need a foldable weight bench, and it will do well for those of you that need that. You guys remember, 1,000 pounds, you and the weight. So if you and your weight's way more than that, just be careful. It's not going to work properly. So set it up, put it up, and you guys have great little options. Now, while we're in the workout modes, well, let's talk about Life Pro and their vibrating plates.
I like Life Pro products. So many options with them. And this is the vibration plate. It isolates your muscles when you get in the right position. So I'm going to bend down and then I feel it in my thighs and a little in my calves, right? So then when get up on the balls of my feet, then I feel it in my calves. It's really tightening, really isolating those muscles. And then if I be flat-footed and lean back a little bit, then it gets the hamstrings right back there. That is such an isolation. You have different settings. You can go faster and it is more intense, or slower if you want a little less. There are presets in the remote, and you can choose walk, jog, and run. It's just faster. You don't feel like you're running, but you do feel the isolation. So there are also settings, which I think is really easy on the actual device. Well,
Now with this, it's got an auto timer. It's got a remote control. You got the program modes and, of course, the speeds. Now, it's got the handles and the straps that's going to help you do the workout, but you guys can take those straps off and the handle. You don't have to use those pieces on this device. By changing the mode, it's going to change the way it vibrates, and by changing the speed, it's going to change the intensity of that vibration, which is a great little idea for those of you that need something of the styling. Now, with that being said, we also have, of course, some weights up for you from Life Pro. Now, we're showing you guys the two-piece kit inside the carousel, but the video we have for you guys is a single piece, so don't worry. It's pretty much the same weights, just it's different stylings with this. Now, with that, you guys are going to get a big workout kit paper that's going to show you guys different workouts you guys can do while working out with these, which is great. It's going to give you access to online stuff, too, if you want to. Now, we are showing you guys the double bell kit. In the video is going to be a single bell kit that can do up to 55 pounds by itself. Now, it's a great idea to have a kit like this that's going to allow you to pick and choose the weight you want. So, I mean, not everybody's going to stay at, let's say, 5 or 10 pounds of workout weight. After a while of working out, you're going to exceed that, and you're going to need a little more to, of course, strengthen up or work with. So, going up to 55 pounds is kind of cool with this. And that's a great little option to actually see this. Now, the variations and adjustments is where it's at with this. That's a great little idea. The bar by itself is going to be 5 pounds, right? So then you add some weight to it. And then, of course, you guys connect it up. That means you guys can then set it up and start doing arm curls, lunges, and everything else with weights. And that's the great idea. So you guys can pick and choose the weights and use it however you want. And if you are not the variation of the person that can lift that type of weight, let's be honest, there's other options for you guys. I mean, it's going to allow your partner to go a little bit lighter or a little bit heavier. And that's just the way it is. I mean, not everybody's going to work out at the same rate of workout for that. Next up is going to be the Life Pro Under the Desk Elliptical.
This is the Life Pro Under Desk Elliptical Machine, and I'll lift it out from here under my desk. It's a tad heavy. Okay, a little bit heavier than I anticipated. So, this is the Life Pro Elliptical. Tad heavy. Adjustment levels. You just pedal it, and it has circular motions. It's not like a bicycle. It's not like a bicycle pedal where it does complete 360s. It has these much more elliptical curves, so it's more gentle on your knees. I can pedal this thing for like an hour, hour and 20 minutes on low. When I turn it up, it can get pretty intense. It'll actually work me into a sweat and make me out of breath to where I was like winded on a conference call if I turn it up to the higher intensities. So I usually have it on lower levels so I can do it for longer periods of time. It's really, really quiet, doesn't cause any shaking, and it's so heavy with this base that it stays firmly on the carpet. It comes with these discs that you put under your chair wheels to lock your chair into place in case you're on a hard floor. And it also comes with a mat, and it also comes with a strap that you can wrap around it in your chair if you're on a floor that's a hard floor. That if you pedal on it, it might slide your chair back and forth if you're on a chair with wheels. So it comes with all the equipment to make.
Now, what this is going to allow you to do is see your calories earned and burned, time spent, miles pedaled, and of course, you guys can adjust it all the way up to 8 to give you more resistance. Set it under your desk if you guys are sedentary. Put it in front of your couch if you need to, or just bring it in other rooms and start, of course, stepping. And that's the way it's going to work. It's going to be like a little bicycle pedaling at the ground floor, which is great for those of us that work at a computer all day. So we can actually do a little bit leg workouts, get that blood flowing in certain areas. I mean, some of us have to sit in front of a desk for a long period of time. Being sedentary can actually take a toll. Let's go there. To be able to adjust it, set it up, and do that, this will allow for that. And that's the cool idea with this. Now, if that is not what your cup of tea is, maybe the 4D vibration plate from, of course, Life Pro is. Now, this is actually a really, really cool one. We're going to pop over here. Kind of like what we just showed you guys with the other variation, but this does a little bit more. Now, with this, you guys can see 4D vibration instead of course, standard 3D. Now, with this, you're going to notice that he's standing on it, and the vibration is going to start moving. You guys can adjust the modes. You guys can adjust the speeds, and then position your legs on this to do the workout. Now, what you're going to notice, he's climbing the speed up there. It's over 60, and it's actually starting to shake his legs quite a bit. His leg muscles are starting to tense up. And that's the cool part about this. Now, if you guys squat it down and make the workout more intense, it's a phenomenally really cool little idea with this product to allow you to do all of this on hand and needs and everything else. Now, right there, you guys can see the different vibrations. This one's going to kind of, take a toll on you if you're not ready. 4 different modes of vibration and oscillation, and then you guys have the speeds, which is going to intensify the workout of this. It's a crazily cool idea for these now. It costs about $400 for this one. Now, cost-wise, yeah, it costs a little bit. Is it worth it? Yeah, these are actually phenomenal. Now, most of our Dragon Blogger team has one, except for me. I have yet to get one. Now, one thing I did have is going to be, of course, a TENS unit. Now, we're going to talk about this TENS unit up next. Now, let's pull this over here. This is a rechargeable TENS unit. That's right, rechargeable TENS unit. Now, this TENS unit, it's going to be kind of cool. This thing works really, really kind of cool. You guys have, of course, can stick it to wherever you want to stick it. Rather it be wrapping around your arm, your hands, your calves, your legs, back of your neck, your stomachs, and stuff like this. It's going to come with sticky pads that you're going to stick to the outside of this. It's going to come with pads to, of course, put those pads away. It's going to come with some extra pads. Now, you'll pick the area, set it up, and turn it on. You then can adjust the actual electric shock with the remote control. So you don't have to just use the buttons on the face of the device. has a remote control. The remote control, of course, does need to be paired to the device. You're going to hold down the button and it's going to say, hey, pair here, pair here. This is for keeping your pads when you're done with it, because you're able to reuse the sticky pads multiple times. And it comes with packs of them, and each pack has multiple pads, which is great. It's not just going to come with just 2. I think it comes with like 8 of them total or so, which is amazing. I only had to use 2 of these out of here because it's just me. If you have other people that need to use it, you see where I'm going. You're going to peel this. You're going to then stick it to, of course, the device. By peeling it and sticking to the device, it does have to peel in certain directions. And you see me there fighting the sticky pad. It's that sticky. I'm going there. And once you're done, of course, you guys come over here, grab the area to set it up, stick it. And of course, on camera, it's never the easiest when you're trying to do stuff and record at the same time while doing feedback. Now, right there, of course, the pads are now stuck to this. Your problem with that is peeling off the actual other coating without peeling, of course, the sticky off of the actual face, right? Because they are that sticky. Now, once they're both on there, we can then, of course, turn it on, adjust it, set it to low or high. We can for the heat, and then you guys can adjust the actual tins. The tins is going to send that electric shock into, of course, your area. Now, you guys can see me strapping it right to my arm. It's stuck to my arm. And you guys are going to make sure it is strapped in the area that you need to and strapped correctly. You have to pair the remote, though. Remember to pair the remote, all right? Maybe me forgot. And then once I started sending it over there, guys, it starts, of course, doing the shocking motion, which is going to give you guys that nice little feel to it. It's going to help relax the muscles, like give you rejuvenation, and all those other great pieces. But since it's rechargeable, it doesn't have cables, you'll feel more at ease using this than some of the ones that have like 6 or 7 cables. I'm just going there. This is a great option for $90. Definitely worth checking out if you guys are into something like that. I'm going to say, hey, check that one out. Now, we also have the Comfy Air foot massager. This is a product I did. Going to be honest with you. Decent product.
Foot massager. Now, this is a heat and shiatsu style massager. Now, right here, you guys, you'll see the actual massager. It actually has, of course, this beautiful little top that will actually come open.
What's up, Phil?
Put your feet in. Once your feet in there,
what's up, my guy?
Golden to go. Now, right here,
what's cracking? Hey, how's the black eye?
Wash them out. These will fit, of course, at larger feet. I've actually noticed that, and it works perfectly well. With this, of course, guys, you do have your heat
just logged in.
You have your knee,
you're way behind, buddy. You're way behind.
You then have your
I got a black eye
switch, which goes through 4 different modes. You have mode A, B, C, and of course D with that. You have a power button and a
doesn't
power
look that
button.
bad.
You have air inflation and a timer with this. Now the cool part is guys, you could use.
How does my wife's elbow look?
Remote control, so you don't have to reach down and do that.
I'll tell you in a minute. It's a funny story.
The massaging is going to work perfectly well for you guys where you need to, when you need.
Now, guys, with this device, you're going to be able to knead or massage, turn heat on. It's going to have air. It's going to have a timer. It only fits up to feet about 12 inches. If you guys have a bigger foot like me, your feet may not fit in this. I have a 12.5-inch foot to 13-inch, right? It's a little bit tighter. Now, the pockets can be taken off so you guys can wash them because heating leaves, of course, sweat. And that's the cool part about this. It's a great little option if you guys need a foot massage. Story time. So, James being James was, messing around with his wife, just having fun. We were literally having all kinds of fun, joking around. Me not moving quick enough made her laugh and giggle, and when she laughs and giggles, she kind of flails. When she flailed, the elbow came and hit me in the eye. Now, it's a little, you can kind of see right there the black. It's a little swollen, but yeah. It was pretty funny. I mean, the last time that I got a black eye was from doing the same thing to my mom, and it's just me. It's like, yeah, it's whatever. Hey, lose an eye. I could have walked around with a patch. I'd be cool. I'd be like, chicks dig scars. What? Chicks don't dig scars? Yeah, we were just having fun messing around. I guess lesson of the day is don't tickle your wife if you can't move fast enough to get out of the way. right? Pirates. Yeah, exactly. It would have been a great look for me. Could be like, I could have been permanently dressed up for Halloween. Permanently dressed up for Halloween. That'd have been great. Oh man, Phil. Allergies though are doing a number on me. Allergies, buddy. Allergies are not my friend right now. I'm not. Everybody does this. They like everybody's like, I'm ready for winter. Then they complain winter's cold. Like, it's just weather. I'll take it as it comes and goes. It doesn't matter.
It features
That is not the video. Yeah, you know what? We'll do this video. I it's just another day, man. I just go through the motions. I don't need time to fly by. I mean, I got a great vacation coming up. All right here is going to be, of course, the back heating pad. This is a cool little piece that's coming with, of course, a plug-in. It's got an extendable Velcro strap for this guy, so it can extend out just in case you're a little bit bigger, which is kind of cool that it can actually extend out there for you. Now, multiple heating levels and vibrations with this, so you guys can pick and choose how it works, how you guys want to work it, and where you guys set it. It doesn't have to be just for the back. You guys can use it on the stomach. You guys can use it on, of course, your legs if you want to. We're going on vacation next week too. Where you going, buddy? Where you going? Now with it, of course, guys, like I said, multiple levels. It can do all the way up to about 58 inches of a waistband. 10 minutes full heat level. It can go all the way up from 110 to 130 degrees, and it will affect you very well. 3 modes of vibration with this as well. Airbnb, Lewis, Delaware. You're going to Delaware? I got that correct, right? Delaware? Why are we going to Lewis, Delaware to Airbnb? What's in Lewis? I need to know what's in Lewis. Now, with this, guys, it's a simplified back heating pad that's going to do well for those of you that need something of the sort. Now, we need to know what's in Lewis that we're going to an Airbnb for. Yeah, I think, what does that make 3 of us going on vacation? Or you'll probably be back before I leave. There are beaches, restaurants, and it's not New Jersey. Well, see, your problem is you didn't come up far enough. You guys should have went to Boston. You guys could have went to the aquarium. You could have saw the little Plymouth Rock, the rock that's the size of a little teeny tiny rock. You guys could have went and, of course, did all the museums. Yeah, someday. Yeah. Whatever. You guys could have went to like Six Flags. You guys could have went to Hershey Park. You guys could have did all kinds of things. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, like I got my vacation coming up too. So
James here.
My vacation's a little bit longer than everybody else's though. I don't know what everybody's gonna do without me. Man, I'm going across country. I'm driving across country, my guy. Going across country. I want to get a trailer. Just gonna drive. Let's talk about it, guys. We're gonna go into this. This is the Life Pro Sonic LX. Now, this is one of those longer videos that did not need to be as long as it was. Now, it's a massage gun, right? Yeah, cool. That's what everybody's gonna be like. Yeah, it's just a massage. No, guys, this is not just a massage gun. This has got 10 different heads. It's got, of course, multiple heads from round softball heads to, of course, metal cone heads, which is amazing. Now, with it, it also comes with, of course, this electric rechargeable head. This electric head heats up, and it gets up to temp in under 3 seconds, which is amazing. Now, nice long battery life with this, and it's got a long handle, so you guys can actually reach it over your shoulders and get down in the middle of your back, which is kind of a weird thing to do with a massager like this, but it can do that. Now, the metal cones or the metal heads for these ones are great if you guys use like massage oils. So you guys can use massage oils at the same time, and you don't have to worry about ruining the foam round rubber heads. You don't want to get oils on those. I'm just going to say it. With this, of course, the heated head, it of course is rechargeable by USB-C. It's going to have a nice battery life as well. It's got a decent battery life. Every one of these heads has a rubber gasket that goes around the head to fit into, of course, the device. Turning it on, it's just by pressing the button. That's it. Turn it on. Hold the button down until it beeps, it turns on, then you guys, it's going to get up to temp. It does not light up. It does have a green light to show tell you it's on there. Then you guys have this piece. It's going to go up to, I think, like level 9 intensity, so you guys can go from 0 to 9. At 9, it's going to be the highest. And you guys are going to watch about 20 millimeters of piston movement from the head, which is quite a bit. When I adjust it up there, you guys can see that head flashing back and forth, of course, with this. Now, on hand, once you put, of course, the actual tip in there and then turn it back on, you guys can see how much movement and action you're getting from this. It's a phenomenal little product that does really, really well. So much so that I actually still have this. I still have this. Didn't get rid of it. Still have it. We use it. Cool little piece. Now, it's $119. Normally $139. Not sure if there's a coupon code. I will check for that. Sometimes there is. Nope, no coupon. Comes in blue or black. Comes with the carrying bag. For some reason, why does... I'm going to say this. Yeah, it's there. So you guys are going to get the metal cone, the flat spinal. You guys are going to get the round foam, round, shovel, flat, bullet, heated head, or the absorber head. The absorber head is a little bit different of a styling one that I'm used to, but great little pieces, great little options. If you need a massage, this is a cool little piece. So great little gun. Christmas time in the video. Yeah, it is definitely Christmas time in the video. I'm always down for gifts and prezzies. So gifts and prezzies, my guy. All right.
The Life Pro.
Because everybody enjoys a good massage, well, why not hit the sauna? Not a lot of us can have a full sauna at home, or not a lot of us want to go do that. Oh, great. Our remote access software at work is being worked on. Guess you're not working and you're getting paid to work, right? Or you have to go into work. Let me guess. Phil has to drive to work now. Aren't you the one that does all that stuff? I'm staying right here. I got a sandwich, breakfast. I'm good to go. Phones are working. Oh, man. I'll answer the phone from home, sir. All right. This, of course, is an infrared sauna blanket that's going to come with a head wrap and a towel and, of course, detox blankets to go inside it. Now, what you're going to see is one of the better sauna blankets for your home. Comes in like 8 colorways, right? Yeah. You guys can also get one that's got what's called wellness stones or armholes. We haven't done the wellness stones. Now, here's a cool part about this, right? It's going to have multiple heating levels. So 95 to 104 is going to be like improving well-being in a sense. 105 to 113 soothes your body. 114 to 131 is going to be, I think it is, physical therapy style of massaging and heat. 132 to 149 is going to help detoxification. 150 to 176 is going to just sweat out all those impurities in the body. I'm going to go there. Now with it, 9 levels of heating, multiple modes of runtime, and of course, it's got a timer. You guys can set the timer, and I believe it's up to like 30 minutes or so. They're going to tell you guys only do 10 to 15 minutes at a time in the bag. You guys can go up to 60 minutes if you guys are like in expert mode, right? Let's just say it. Right here, you guys are seeing it's on a bed, and it's a long one. This is kind of cool. So it can actually fit quite a large person, unlike some of those others out there. And I'm just going to be honest. It's 71 inches long, 36 inches wide, which means it can fit a circumference of 65 inches. So that's kind of cool with this. Wife is at work, kids are at summer camp, and Phil's going to do videos all day. Get to the videos, Phil. Get to the videos. Now with this, you guys see Aster just hopping in there. She's going to do it on her bed. You could do it on your bed. You could do it on your couch. You could do it on the floor. Pick and choose the area that you want to lay on. If you prefer a nice comfy bed to lay on and do this, go ahead and pick your bed. Now, remember, you're going to sweat. It's heat. It's going to get inside this blanket. Should you do it on your bed that you're going to sleep on? I don't know about that. It's up to you, though. You pick and choose. Once you're set up and in there, you guys can get a nice little sauna and sweat going on and have all of those capabilities with that at hell. This is actually a really, really great piece. So if you need, check it on out. My video table is my work from home table. Need to get another table? Yeah, you do. I'm hoping I didn't break my table. And check it out.
What's up, my friend?
Next up is going to be a Tater Nate video, guys. We're going to have some Fit King air compression legs. I'm going to let the video go for this one.
Nate, Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment, back again with yet another Fit King massager video. So these are going to be like another pair of leg massagers that I've tested from Fit King. But the difference between those and what I'm talking about now is these are going to be full leg massagers. So not only are they going to compress around the bottom of your feet, your entire leg and your calf, but they're also going to come up on your thighs right here, as you can see. So they are marked right and left just like that. So the way these work is you simply just Velcro them around your legs, and then you're gonna have this little handheld controller right here to control everything. So everything on this controller is very simple to understand. You have your power button, heat mode, intensity, and then your mode selector. So what the mode selector is gonna do is it's gonna switch between the different types of massages. So either just your foot and calf, or your thighs and calf, and really just any combination between them. So they are going to power just by plugging these into the hand controller, as you can see right here. And then the hand controller does have to be plugged into the wall. These are not portable or rechargeable, so all you got to do now is just hit that power button down there. And so you're going to notice that you have a screen. Now, one thing that you should be aware of is as soon as you press that power button, it's automatically going to activate these on the lowest setting. Now you can go.
Now, what you're seeing him go through is actually the modes. You guys got combination, circulation, or sequence. You guys can, of course, do the strength of the actual intensity from minimum, medium, or maximum. Same with the heat, 3 levels of heating. And it's going to do well. It doesn't just do your feet or calves. It also does your thighs. So you guys get a full range, of course, that heating and massaging and compression with this. It's a great little idea. Now, if you guys join Prime, I think you guys can get it for like $179 today, which is kind of a great deal to be had, honestly. You're going to get it at a great price point for this. Now, it's a great little option for those of you who need something like this. And definitely a great little piece. So definitely check it out. Fit King has got you covered, guys, with that. Of course, the video started playing again. We're just going to ignore that. Now, I have 2 more products in the carousel for you guys today. Next up is going to be the Lola Rose Gold Tone Malachite watch that Mrs. Dragonball ordered. Now, this is a nice little elegant watch. Let's go here. You're going to get, of course, this beautiful carrying case that's got, of course, a drawer down at the bottom for maybe your necklace, your earrings, or your rings to be had. This is going to allow you to travel with it or use it on your actual desk at home or your dresser at home, wherever you put it. The watch, gold tone around it with a leather banding, fully made in, of course, London. So you guys don't have to worry about that. Now, what I'm going to tell you is it is not an automatic dial, so you guys are going to have batteries. The battery will probably need to be changed at least every few years without that being said. Now, nice little crown that's going to allow you to adjust the time. The crown actually has a little jewel on the end that is, of course, in blue colorway, I believe, or black. But it has that beautiful black leather banding that will fit most occasions. Now, this is going to allow you to, use it in pretty much any setting. Whether you're going to work, night out on the town, just everyday usage, of course, with that on hand. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for the follow, Sarah and Maeve. Welcome to the show. Now, it's a great idea to have a watch like this. Now, it's $129 today. Normally, it's about $170, but it's a beautiful watch. Great little idea, an amazing little piece at a phenomenal price point to be had. Now, we have one more product. This is actually a cool one. This is, of course, the Geiger Super Blocks. Now, Geiger Super Blocks is going to be one of those brain teasers and Synapses style toys. Now, Nikita did this video. We're going to kind of come over here and show you guys this. What this is going to be, it's going to be the tool or the toy. It's going to come with, of course, the carrying bag and all of the color blocks that you're going to use to match and match the actual shapes and diagrams that are on the actual product that lights up. Now you guys are going to have, of course, many levels that you guys can go through, from level 1 all the way up to, I believe it's like almost 1,000 levels or something like this, which is kind of crazy. Now with this device, it does cost you a slight little bit. It's about $60, but it's definitely worth it. Over 1,000 challenges to be had on it. Now you guys get 4 color blocks from yellow, green, red, and blue. The device itself will tell you which colors you're using during that matching process. Now, the problem with that being is when you get up into the harder levels, they're all white lights on the actual device. So, with that being said, you guys are noticing that, oh, it tells us we're going to use white with this, or red on the white blocks. You have to match it up, set it up, and then do it. Now, with that being said, the higher the levels, it's going to say you're going to use red, blue, and green, but all of the shapes that are going to be lit up in white on the thing, so you're not really going to do it. You're going to have to guess and try to position these blocks in the perfect ways. The harder the level, the harder it's going to get. Now, because you guys can keep going up there, this is going to be great for the people that, you know, have kind of like fidgeters, or, you know, like, let's just go there. People like me that can't sit still permanently for long periods of time. This will kind of get your brains going, and it's going to snap, get those synapses going, which is great. The options of this. Now, you guys have noticed he's picking and choosing. He's only showing you guys lower levels in this little clip, but it's a great idea. So you guys are going to find the actual area that these set in, and then, of course, oh, well, we finished level 3, and then you guys can go to level 4. Or you guys can, of course, arrow up and go up to the harder levels and just start at a harder level. If you guys feel that a low level is just too easy for you, then go to a higher level, and that's the way you guys can use it. So right there, he's like, oh, well, we're going to try with the yellow variation, so we went to level 4 with yellow, so you guys can actually pick the colors as well. Now, cool part is the higher up you go, like I said, more colors you're going to use, and then it's going to say, oh, we did it. Great little option, and this is good for the kids. It'll be amazing for the kids to get them learning colors, patterns, and all those other shapes. So with that, guys, that is the Geiger Super Blocks. Now, Phil, don't have too much working at home. That's all I have for today. That's it. Last product. I showed products. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here. Sir, no fun. For me, no fun. Yeah, you can have all the fun you want. Me, no. I've been up since 3 o'clock. I might take a nap. I'm actually waiting for a call to go pick my car up. That's what I'm waiting for. Waiting for my car. All right, guys, we will be back here tomorrow morning with another stream. With that, it'll probably be day deal stream, so you guys will see a bunch of deals. If you haven't, hit the follow button. Hit the live notification button. Follow us on all of our social medias. We do a lot of different content. We have a bunch of fun with those content products. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Phil, I will talk to you later. I'll see you guys all in the next show. Have a good one, everybody.